Cape Horn, the southernmost tip of South America, notorious for some of the roughest seas in the world.
It's a roller coaster ride.
8 exceptional young adventurers are braving these waters on a demanding expedition.
Oh.
Good effort, Harry. At least you got in a bowl.
Smells so bad.
Following in the wake of some of the world's greatest explorers, they're travelling far from civilization to work with endangered animals.
The wildlife is completely amazing.
The adventurers will be pushed to the very limit as they go to extremes to help the planet.
It's horrible. It's really horrible. Can you just leave me alone? Ah!
This is Serious Ocean. Coming up, dropping in on an albatross colony.
Really actually quite scared now I'm here.
Drifting recklessly into dangerous waters.
Left, left.
No, stop shouting at me!
And a scientific first for the Ocean team.
Really amazing. I really feel like I've done some good.
The team are a week into their epic voyage, and after endless bouts of seasickness, they're at last getting their sea legs.
I was surprised that I wasn't sick at all.
Along the way, they've had some unique animal encounters, getting up close to Chile's only breeding colony of elephant seals.
They've got the most gorgeous eyes ever. They're really beautiful.
And carrying out a census of Magellanic penguins, one of the few species to live in burrows underground.
These penguins are completely unique. They're really, really fantastic.
Now the Ocean 8 are setting sail again to take part in 2 more incredible wildlife projects. To date, they've travelled more than 300 miles down the historic Magellan Strait into an area called Admiralty Sound. Today they'll head to the far end of the sound to visit a breeding colony of albatrosses. While half the team survey the birds, the others will search for extremely rare leopard seals. As they get underway across the sound, the wind is approaching gale force.
It's really windy just now and waves sometimes coming up and splashing over us on the boat, so yeah, that's quite scary, quite wet. It's not very nice, it's very cold.
Leader Ben oversees some difficult steering in the heavy seas.
It's okay when it's not as swelly, but then as soon as the big swells come, it's really hard. And my fingers are freezing and I need my thick gloves.
Bring around, bring around, bring around. Look, there's light on the horizon, it's getting better.
Yeah.
They get a first glimpse of the albatross colony, nesting precariously on sheer cliffs in the teeth of the wind. Assistant Leader Polly briefs the survey team on the challenges ahead.
It's pretty wild out there, so it means that we're going to be quite exposed to the wind. We're actually going to get right up to the birds and physically touch them, lift them up and have a look and see if they've got any eggs and chicks. This is pretty special stuff.
Over the past week we've seen hundreds of albatross flying around, and finally to get a touch of them, to see like how they nest, it's going to be pretty cool.
It's the only known breeding colony of black-browed albatrosses in the entire region, and scientists want to find out if numbers are growing. Unfortunately, landing near the colony is proving a real problem.
It's really, really treacherous at the moment. The wind's actually driving us on shore, which is the worst thing you want in a boat.
So instead, they have to sail to the other side of the island, where it's more sheltered.
Quick as you can.
At least we're in the shelter.
The territory is protected and completely off limits to all but a handful of researchers.
Probably no one's ever crossed this island, so we will be first to do so.
As they reach the colony, they face the full force of the icy wind.
All right, David?
The birds have chosen to make their nests in the windiest spot on the island.
This is the side that the albatrosses like to nest on. It's basically so they can get air to get off, to fly.
The wind enables the birds to hover effortlessly before soaring away.
They just love the wind in their faces.
Yeah.
Look at them. Look at them. Right, watch, 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 watch. See how the wind takes them up? Oh, fantastic. Look at it, look at it. It's just soaring. We're going to get so close to them.
This is something else. This is amazing. Just see a colony of albatross. Oh, I'm just loving this.
It really is the best. I mean, you see them, it's lovely, it really is.
Meanwhile, the other 4 adventurers are enjoying an exhilarating ride on their mission to find rare leopard seals. With the sun shining and sea legs holding firm, team spirits are at a high.
Wow. Great.
They're sailing into a long fiord called Bay Parry, the only area of Chile where leopard seals have been seen in the past. While plentiful in the Antarctic, very few are thought to migrate to these waters, and expedition scientist Jason isn't optimistic they'll find any.
We'll be lucky if we can see one. They're really shy, and in these parts they're quite rare.
Before long, the boat starts to meet great chunks of ice floating in the water.
Just heard the clunking noises, and I've only just realised that it's ice hitting the boat. I can't believe it, actually. Sounds pretty scary, actually.
The ice has carved off glaciers bordering the fjord, and the steel-hulled boat is designed to sail safely through it.
Charlotte, calm down. Ice isn't going to break.
What is it?
Ice isn't going to break the boat.
Yeah, I suppose.
The scientists believe there may be as many as 8 leopard seals which migrate to this fjord. But even if some of them are here, spotting one will be incredibly hard. Connor thinks he sees something in the distance.
There's definitely one in the middle of the ice there. A long line.
I don't necessarily know that that's a seal. I'm not convinced. Whereabouts?
In fact, they're unbelievably lucky. It is a leopard seal, out of the water, basking on a chunk of ice.
Female leopard seal.
But really, really close to a leopard seal. It's just asleep on a bit of ice, and it's absolutely fantastic how close we are, because it's magical, it's fantastic.
Despite the peaceful appearance, leopard seals are very aggressive, even attacking humans.
Oh, come this way.
It's been a brief but awesome encounter.
Actually seeing the seals been really good, so it's been a really good day.
Leopard seals really only live in Antarctica, so to find them in a remote fjord in Patagonia when we're here on this given day is phenomenal.
Back on Albatross Island, the adventurers are preparing to carry out a full count of the bird colony.
I'm going to get you to start putting that one on now.
To get up close to the nests, it means going over the edge of the cliffs 200 metres above the ocean.
Really actually quite scared now I'm here because it's really windy and you can't see where you're going down because it must be sort of over the edge. Yeah, I'm actually scared.
Let's go.
So will that stay tight?
Yes, I'll stay tight.
Good. Oh, so scary.
Although the adventurers are roped up, it's a heart-stopping abseil above the raging sea.
to be really, really careful where you tread. Lean back, Harry. Lean back. Trust the rope. Trust the rope. You all right?
No.
No?
I hate
Of course you are.
Whoa!
That's all right. Just lean back, Harry.
Come on, little bit more. Look.
There's loads.
When they finally get to the nests, it's well worth the scary climb down.
Yeah, it's got an egg.
You can see an egg?
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? Look how close we are to this. Look at his eyes. Isn't that beautiful? Fantastic. Okay, we've got another...
Oh, look at them. Oh,
I know,
so cute.
I know.
They're massive.
The black-browed albatrosses have a wingspan of well over 2 meters. And astonishingly, they're not at all bothered by the presence of the adventurers. Having never encountered people before, they simply don't see humans as a threat.
Oh my goodness, look at all the birds here.
Wow.
The team have to count accurately all the nests and also the number of eggs, which means gently lifting up the huge birds to check underneath.
Carefully, very carefully. Careful. Can you see the egg?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
There is an egg.
Big wide eggs.
And their feet like my hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 8.
8.
Really slow movement, and he'll wiggle.
Oh, wow,
And
I
there.
can see them.
Okay, he's got an egg.
Egg.
He's got an egg. Perfect.
That's 2 eggs.
That's 2 eggs.
The breeding colony was only discovered here 4 years ago, when scientists found just 1 egg, but the colony's been growing rapidly ever since.
He's got an egg, he's got an egg.
Cool.
See it?
What will we say? 10,
I think there's another one down
11,
there. 11.
12.
In all, the adventurers count 60 eggs, almost double the year before. It shows the unique black-browed albatross colony is still healthy and growing fast.
It was fantastic, it really was. And to see like the little eggs as well, really good. And to find out that they've got more birds than we had this time last year, so I feel really, really proud that I was able to be here and count the birds.
It was so amazing. It's just so brilliant. That was just wicked. I wish I was down there for longer, but I could stay here the whole time. I wish I was an albatross.
Next morning, after a late sail back up Admiralty Sound, all 8 adventurers are out cold.
Wakey, wakey, time to get up. Another new day.
This is kind of day-to-day routine.
Katie.
You're laughing again.
See, faking. I knew you were awake. David? David? Staring. Harry, you alive? Talk to me. It's 8:30, okay? So, breakfast's on next door. You've had a massive lie-in, alright?
I know, it's 8:30.
I know, exactly.
They've another very active day ahead, learning to sea kayak in the treacherous ice-cold waters.
All the way in.
It is good once you get in the boat just to have a little feel. Obviously you're in doubles, but just know how far you can go without it tipping.
Still upside down.
Harry's not looking forward to the kayaking, and he's soon feeling very scared.
Paddle left, don't paddle right.
It's all because of a bad experience just before the expedition.
I went kayaking and I capsized and got my foot trapped. And I really didn't want that to happen this time.
A vital part of the training is learning what to do if they capsize, so each pair in turn has to roll their kayak over. As it gets to his go, Harry is now completely terrified.
Harry, look at me, look at me. Yeah? It's absolutely fun.
Common sense says that you shouldn't go in, whereas I'm going to.
Right, you guys need to talk amongst you two. Which way are you going over?
Should go to the right or to the left? Go to the right. Okay. You're going to go all in one.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Wait.
Harry's shown real guts to overcome his phobia.
It was totally terrible, but I'm glad I've done it. It was terrifying. It was petrifying, but I'm glad I've done it.
The water is only just above freezing point, and when Callum goes in, his body goes into shock. He's having difficulty catching his breath.
It was absolutely freezing. I just started to hyperventilate and I couldn't really control it. It's not rare for me to do it, I do it quite often. And I'm usually quite good at keeping it under control.
Expedition doctors Antonia and Stefan quickly get his breathing back to normal.
He was just very, very nervous and breathing what we call hyperventilating very fast. But it actually wasn't an emergency so much as being very frightening for Callum.
You can't feel your limbs, and your face and your hands and your feet go all tingly. It's really not nice to not be able to breathe, which is the main thing that happens when you hyperventilate.
How are your hands and your feet?
With Callum on the mend, it's finally time for Sybil and David to do their role. But during the long wait, Sybil has been getting more and more nervous.
Polly, do I have to capsize?
Yes, we do.
No, I'm not capsizing. I have a phobia. No, I'm not doing it.
But I am, so you must be.
No, I'm not doing it.
I didn't want to do the flip at all. I was crying. I was terrified.
Okay, same with Harry. Remember to breathe. Alright? You're going to overcome this fear. You feel so much better. Okay, David?
I overcome it, which is I'm really proud of myself because I don't like to be upside down in the thing.
Whoa!
Yeah, never again.
While the adventurers train, the expedition scientists are back with a nearby elephant seal colony. They're searching for a suitable pup for a groundbreaking project.
What's so interesting about this place is that it was only established in 2003 as a breeding colony, and only a handful of pups have been born here. So it's a unique opportunity to find out where one of these pups is going to go forage out at sea.
Jason wants to attach a satellite device to track a seal pup's journey as it migrates. He finds only one suitable pup in the colony, a 4-week-old female. Callum and Katie are brought urgently from kayak training to help.
Really excited because hopefully we'll be able to put it on, in which case we'll be able to track it for a while after we put it on, and that'd be really, really good.
During the operation, Jason will inject drugs to keep the pup tranquilized.
What you need to write down is the time, and then I'll tell you how much.
If they succeed, it'll be the first tracking device ever attached to a seal from this rare colony.
I'm going to ask you for this one first.
As they approach, it's crucial to avoid scaring the chosen pup away.
What we have to be really careful of is spooking these pups into the water. Do you see them down there? Yeah. They're already looking up at us. Okay. Jordy and I are going to go ahead, put the head bag on the seal. As soon as we have it restrained, I'm going to ask you for the drugs. I'm going to say, Callum, bring him the drugs. And then you're going to take my place, and you're going to hold the seal down.
Okay.
It's a critical moment in the operation.
Go down. Stop. Let it go down. Come on.
With the seal bagged, Callum and Katie race in.
I want you to kneel on this seal. Come over here. Here, Callum. Where are you? On this side of me. You hold this. Don't let the seal move. Put your weight on it. Don't let him roll. Callum, keep that flipper up. Just wiping it with alcohol. Kind of sterilize the area a little bit. Hold that seal down.
The month-old pup already weighs as much as Callum and Katie combined.
Make sure you have that head. Okay, I'm gonna prick him now. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, guys? Yeah. 0.5 cc IV.
The procedure is going well. The pup is completely unharmed and getting very sleepy.
It's amazing to be so close to the seal. Its fur is so soft. It's like a massive pillow thing. And if you rub it, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Meanwhile, the remaining sea kayak pairs are busy brushing up their paddling techniques.
Steer us to the right place.
But on David and Sybil's kayak, all is not well.
Let's go over there.
Yeah, no.
So why are we going that way?
I don't know.
Go over there.
He doesn't listen to me. He goes right, left, and I'm going left, right, which is kind of a bit, you know, and he doesn't stare properly. He stares the wrong direction. All the problems with him, not me.
They're trying to divide up the job, so Sybil's really the kind of the engine of the boat, and David should be steering, and they're not communicating.
Yeah, well, we have to go over there.
Right, left, right, left.
No, left, right.
Right.
Left, right.
Sybil, aka the engine, I need an upgrade on my engine because it keeps making this horrible noise like that's all I hear all the time. You do this, and I think it speaks as well.
Right. See what I'm saying? Oh.
Actually, they just need to talk to one another, and everything will be fine.
No time for losing.
Shut up!
No time for
David!
losing. Come on, we're going forward now.
Stop being so immature. Right.
There's still little sign of harmony as the kayakers prepare to head into much more dangerous waters.
We're going to go out towards the island. There is a little bit of current, so I don't want you guys messing around in the boats.
Start backstroking.
Run.
Despite Polly's warning, David still seems intent on winding Sybil up. With a huge ice field behind them, the kayakers are soon battling in powerful currents. And with David and Sybil not working together, they quickly start to drift backwards, heading towards the ice and serious danger. Polly has to race in to help.
You've got to go. We're not getting anywhere. This is actually quite dangerous.
Sit down.
There you go, left. Left, left.
No, stop shouting at me.
Need to go for it. You guys need to paddle flat out, okay, for about 5 minutes.
Paddle. 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 Paddle.
Dave, I'm sorry I'm shouting, but you get yourselves into a lot of trouble.
The other two pairs make it through the worst of the current, but David and Sybil still don't seem to appreciate the seriousness of their situation.
Stop shouting at me!
3, 2, 1, left. Left.
Oh! It's salt in my eyes and you've
Sybil's fiery temper has got the better of her quite a few times on the expedition, and she chooses the worst possible moment to lose it again.
Don't talk to me, David, because you're really not I'm not in the mood for you right now. It's salt is really stinging my eyes. Shut up! The salt is stinging my eyes.
Oh, salt in our eyes.
Can you listen? Yeah. I'm going to give you one more chance to do this. If you guys can't make it this time, we're going to have to rescue you. Okay?
Wait a minute.
Because you're drifting backwards, right? We can't afford to go back anymore.
No! Can you just let me take my gloves off because they're slipping off?
Sybil, you're going to have to be quick, mate.
Going backwards.
We're going backwards. There's a lot of ice behind us.
You don't need to leave the gloves on.
I can't do it with my gloves!
David, you just shush.
Thank you!
Right, you're going to have to give it. I'm sorry.
Let's go!
You've got. Right, work it. All you've got. Let's go.
But even now they fail to pull together and drift uncontrollably towards the ice.
This is too dangerous, I'm sorry.
There is no option but to call in a rescue boat to tow them out of the danger zone. Polly is not impressed with their irresponsible behaviour.
It's a very dangerous playground. When I tell you to do something, you do it. You guys have got to work together, all right? Not shout, not give up. That was quite a serious situation. These guys paddled through it. You guys could have easily paddled through it. So can we just think a little bit?
Sorry,
okay?
They're both pretty shaken up by the experience.
I thought it was all a bit joke. When going over here, I mean, it was scary, really scary.
We weren't working as a team and we weren't listening to her. We drifted off so bad and we shouldn't have done that. And we should have listened and followed her instructions, and we didn't.
Back on shore, Callum and Katie are helping take measurements of the tranquilized seal pup.
Pelvis? Ears are 152. Okay, Callum, you can let go.
It's time to attach the satellite device. The group have to work quickly as the seal is starting to wake up.
We're making a glue to glue on the satellite.
Okay, now we have to be quick.
It's the only way to fix the device firmly onto the seal.
See how I'm working this into the fur?
Yeah.
That's what you need to do. So I'm going to put a glob on. We'll work it in, make a patch about the size of the tag. And there we go.
So will this just fall off when it starts to molt again?
Yep.
And how long will that be?
It'll come back probably this time next year.
That's an entire year?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Can you do me a favor and take off that tape with your nails? Just take it off. Okay?
With the device ready to go, the pup also gets a unique number to identify where she's from.
Short bit. Okay, so we're pretty much done.
The scientists hope the device will reveal the mystery of where seals from this breeding colony spend the rest of the year.
It's been really, really, really good. And really amazing. I've really enjoyed doing it, but it's also been a bit scary because you don't want to hurt it. We've really, really helped today, and I feel like I've done some good.
Oh, look at it.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
As soon as the seal's in the water, the satellite device starts to transmit its location. Remarkably, over 3 months, the pup is tracked to more than 1,000 miles, all the way down to Antarctica. A great surprise to the researchers, who had no idea the seals migrated so far. It's a scientific first for the Sirius Ocean expedition. Next time on Sirius Ocean, an awesome flight over breathtaking glaciers.
Oh my gosh!
Another major bust-up in the group.
I thought it was disgusting, really.
And a marathon journey down an icy fjord.
It's so amazing. I just love it.